Hello everyone and welcome back to Rolling Solo, and this is part 2 of our mercenary upkeep video. And in the last video I left off by looking dumbly at the map for over 20 bajillion years, trying to find where to place our random revealed location. Now again, I want to say right off the bat, spoilers. I've moved past the point of the very first scenario. I want you guys to know up front that what I'm showing you is going to be in spoiler territory. If you don't mind, that's great, but just a word of advance, or a word of caution, I should say. And so we're going to continue from here on in. If you haven't already left, well, too bad. Okay, so from here, essentially we've got the, come on, you can focus, you can do it, I believe in you. No, you're not going to focus. We've got the Well of the Unfortunate. And you know where it was? I was like humming and hawing. It's like, oh, it's over here, over here. It's literally right here. It's not even more than like a second away from where we're at. So right there. So we've opened up the Well of the Unfortunate. And it kind of sits just, I guess this would be northwest of Gloomhaven. And just west of us, essentially. Or a little bit north, but like just west of us, essentially. So this is where things get interesting, because at this very point in time, we have choices to make. And originally it was just, I guess I'll give you the rundown of the three options really quick. The one option is we either progress directly to the barrow layer, which is the linked scenario that was attached to the black barrow that we just completed. Now, if we do this, we do not have to do a road event, and that's good, I think, because I don't know how often a good road event occurs, but I know that road events can be bad as well. But we could go here right away. The only downside of this is we don't get to spend any money, we don't get to upgrade anything before we go into the next scenario, and we could potentially, if you guys are interested, swap somebody out and bring one of these other characters that are in Gloomhaven out to play. So the question is, do we swap someone? Do we just keep trying to level these guys up to at least level 2 and things like that, just so that you're aware? Prosperity in Gloomhaven is what matters. So if we go to Gloomhaven and I believe, if I'm 100% right, if you give a certain amount of coins to the church that's there, or something along those lines, that your prosperity can increase, but you can see it's going to take quite a while to get to 2. Once we get to 2 though, any new character that we pull into the game that hasn't ever been used before will automatically start at level 2. So that's something to think about. So I'm a little hesitant as to whether or not I should bring in a brand new character and drop one of these back. I would like to see both these guys go to level 2 at least first, so maybe we should just keep these guys, but I'll let you guys give me your comments and the feedback. Do you like Neymar and Skeet? Do you want to see them keep rolling together as a team, at least until level 2, and then once maybe we get our prosperity up to 2, we can start substituting guys in and out? It's totally up to us, and this is the fun part about it. I can go back and forth with you guys and get your opinions. So 3 options for you. 3 options. First option, head to the Black Lair, do not do a road event. That is option 1. Option 2, head from the Black Barrow to Gloomhaven. We would do a road event if we did that. If we do that road event, something good could happen, something bad could happen. When we get to Gloomhaven, the sole purpose would be to purchase things. We obviously know with the Scoundrel, he's got 18 coins to spend, but not these ones anymore, because he already cashes in for these little shiny things that, again, I will warn you, are not part of the base game. I just added these in for a little bit of flair. But the Mind Thief doesn't have as much money, only has 6 coins to his name. So if we go back, kind of useless for him, could be useful for him, but you got to look at the cards that we have here, and you can see even gear that was like basic leather armor is 20. We're not even there yet. So, and I'm not going to cheat and look at what's in the store in advance. I've looked through it when we were actually in Gloomhaven. I'm playing this as if we're actually at the Black Barrow, and we have to make a decision as to whether to go back to Gloomhaven and shop or not. So I'm going to leave this up to you guys. And I'm personally leaning towards just running into, my options are either running into here or running into here. Now, this is the third option, the one I haven't talked about yet. We broke this open by getting the chest in the Black Barrow scenario, so we now have the Well of the Unfortunate, which is a possible spot we can go, but it's not linked to the Black Barrow, and because it's not linked, we have to do a road event to this one if we go. That's not that bad, it's only 1 road event. Now, the other thing to think about, so I guess that's that's essentially the summary of everything. So the three things again are we're here. We either go from Black Barrel to Black Lair for free and just start playing. We either go from Black Barrel to Gloomhaven, taking a road event, do some purchasing if we can afford it, do another road event to come back and go to either of these two. Or we go from Black Barrel straight to the Well the Unfortunate and have to pull a road event. So those are our three options, and I'm literally leaving up to you guys. It's going to come down to how many votes essentially we get on either side. So throw your comment into the YouTube comments. We're going to I'll compile them. If we get like 1, 2, 3 that kind of start pushing everybody in one direction and everyone's kind of agreeing with it or liking it and stuff like that, then we'll go that way. I'm not, like, I'll reiterate what I said in the prior video, I'm not filming any more Gloomhaven this weekend, so I'm going to give you guys from today, which is Friday, all the way until likely either late Sunday or even Monday. So it's going to give a lot of people a chance to, and more people will be watching these videos and getting through them. So the hope is that people will catch up and be able to chime in on this over the weekend. And if they do, that's great. If I don't get any responses back whatsoever, because I'm not expecting thousands or millions, then I can also just make a choice on my own and I have a couple thoughts. But I really do want you guys to feel like you're part of the journey. You've already named things. You've already helped me with so much feedback as we've gone along this stuff, and it's amazing. I think you guys are doing a great job. With anything, if you ever have a question regarding what you're seeing on the table, you have to understand as well that some of this stuff doesn't belong in the base game. I do have some things that I've added. Obviously, this map exists in the base game, but it's made of much better, much more sturdy cardboard. It's an actual game board. This is I just printed this out for us, and I laminated these so I can reset the game at any time. I have a lot of little dinky things from other games like Conan and stuff like that I use, or Dungeon Saga for, like, you know, the dungeons and things like that to spice them up. Don't ever think that some of that stuff comes in the base game. I don't want people assuming like, oh, I'm gonna go buy it and all kinds of furniture is gonna come with it. It doesn't. Not to say that at some point Isaac or somebody else will get a license and will, you know, be able to fulfill a miniature assembly that covers all of Gloomhaven, which I think would be incredible if someone could do that. I'd be on board and 100%. I'd buy every single one of them, because as of right now I have to proxy all that stuff and it's kind of fun. So things like this, for instance, are from these are Bones miniatures, so they're just like little rats that I use for some of the summons. But again, as we go along, I'm probably not going to have a proxy for everything, so we'll just go with the flow essentially. So I think I've covered everything, because at this point we're really just wondering what is the next step, and it's really up to you guys. I've thrown the three options out. This is coming off the table, at least for the weekend, for the first time in quite a while, but I'm putting it back. And 100% guys, I'm not stopping these videos. There's obviously a good following of people that are enjoying them, and I think people are actually learning. I'm learning from what you guys are telling me that I'm making mistakes, and I'm actually seeing people post things that are a little off close, and I'm also able to correct them. So we're bouncing things off each other. We're learning as we go. That's what playing a board game is all about. That's why having a community of people that like to play games solo or even in a group, but in this case solo, even through the internet, we can actually be learning stuff off each other, and the game doesn't even have to be in front of us or in front of each other for us to enjoy it. You can watch it vicariously through myself, and I hope you enjoy it and get something out of it. It's a great game. I'm loving it. So anyway, long story short, this is going to be a shorter video than normal. It's all on you guys. I'm waiting on you. Don't let me down. Throw your comments and stuff in the feed and in the below. Essentially, you got the three options. Best way to say it is the three options. If you want to write them down, essentially, one is either just write Black Barrel Lair is number 1, Gloomhaven's number 2, or the Well the Unfortunate's number 3. If we choose to go to number 2, which is Gloomhaven, then we'll need another choice as to whether we go back to the Well the Unfortunate or the Lair, because at that point we have two choices to make again. So leaving it with you guys. I'm done. I'm taking a break, and I will see you again in a couple days. Until the next time, keep rolling solo.